Hi guys, it's Brittany. Today for Real Talk with B, I am going to be talking about what do you do when you feel like everybody in your life has left you, and whether it's physically or they're just not there for you per se anymore. Like, what do you do in a situation like that? The reason I'm doing this video is because I'm going through a similar situation right now. The majority of my life, I've had a pattern of people coming in, getting to know me for a while, and then just abruptly leaving for various reasons, whether it's personal, whether it's something that has nothing to do with me whatsoever. However, I have had a habit of finding these people and then in the end getting hurt because all they do is leave. Which brings me to the next part. What do you do in a situation like that? For a long time, it was really hard for me. I didn't understand why people would get to know me and then they'd just leave. Um, it it's put me through a lot of emotional turmoil because I felt like, what is so wrong with me that these people can't stay? What could have I done? What could have I said? And it sparked a lot of paranoia because now in every friendship, every relationship, every professional relationship that I have, it's constant paranoia that if I do or say something and somebody doesn't respond the way that I think they should respond or the way that I want them to, that I did something wrong. Which is not the case because people are unpredictable. You can't predict how somebody's going to respond to something you say. You can have an ideal in your head of what you think should happen, but you can't expect that because that's not fair to them. That's not fair to yourself. And I am totally guilty of that. But like I said, I'm kind of in that place right now. I got really close to somebody and they ended up moving away, and I'm actually taking it better than I thought I would. Um, I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing though. When they moved, yeah, I was hurt and I was angry, but I was just kind of like, whatever, like it was inevitable. That's a sad point in your life where you. Peter, no. That's my dog, I'm sorry. It's a sad point in your life when you just expect people to leave. You don't expect anybody to stay anymore. But it's also probably a good thing because it teaches you to not depend on other people. I've been incredibly dependent on myself for the last, I would say, probably year and a half. More dependent on myself than I have been my entire life. I've always looked to other people for my happiness. In one form or another, whether it was just like in a relationship or it was just somebody that I looked up to. Like I always looked to other people because other people made me happy for the most part. And you can't do that. You can't do that. Which leads me to the next thing. What do you do in this situation? How do you cope? For me, I haven't always coped in the best ways. I am guilty of drinking my pain away. I'm guilty of self-sabotaging or hurting myself. I Coping is not something I've been very good at in my past, but I'm learning to cope better. Instead of when I sit down at night and I'm really upset and the thoughts in my head I don't want to deal with anymore, I don't look for the vodka bottle in the freezer anymore. On occasion, but it doesn't do much anymore. So I don't look to that. Um, I still go back on the hurting myself thing every so often. Um, but I'm working on it. I have made a lot of progress. Now, the self sabotage, or sabotaging my friendships and relationships when I see things going wrong, I'm making progress with that as well. I don't think that these are things that will ever completely go away. But the journey to overcoming them or recovering or just making them better it's so beautiful. I I am nowhere that I was 6 months ago. I was in such a world of hurt. I was in such a dark place. And I'm learning to be happy for the first time in my life. And it's really weird, and I don't really know how to handle it. And so, coping with these people leaving, it wasn't just this one friend, it was actually quite a few people lately who have left me in one form or another. But I'm not going to go over that too much. I've been staying busy. When you're busy, you can't really have time to worry about those people or feel hurt. I mean, it's still there. Like, I still think about them all the time and think, why me? Or what could have I done? What could have I said? And I'm just kind of getting over the fact that maybe it's not always me. You know, like my therapist said, everybody's got their whole bag of shit going on. I have my stuff, they have their stuff. And I just pick the wrong people. That's the bottom line. Like, I pick the wrong people. I pick people that are like me. And that's not a good thing. Because you can't put two damaged people together and expect it to work out. Regardless if both of them are getting help, none of them are getting help. I was in an extremely abusive relationship where neither of us were getting help, and it was just chaos. I was abusive for them, they were abusive for me, and it was just a shit show. We were not good for each other. And I don't know. So what do you guys think on this topic? What do you do? What are your coping mechanisms? What do you do when you feel like the whole world has turned their back on you? What kind of thoughts go through your head? What kind of behaviors do you take on? And yeah, just let me know in the comments below. And I think I'm going to end it right here. This is the end of Real Talks with B for today. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. I love you all, and yeah, please respond to my question. I just want to know what you guys all do, what you guys all think. And I love you all, and thank you so much. Bye!